Hello, hello, hello. Okay, guys, my name is Philip Lopez with nichesbecrazy.com. I thought I had that up already. But anyways, guys, I've been doing this little series of videos with a little cheat sheet download. Now, it all has to do with list building. I hope you get something out of it. All you have to do during this video is just comment cheat sheet. And I'll send it out to y'all personally, and then later on I'm going to add a little chatbot that sends it to you automatically, okay? So with that being said, today we're going to be doing something on list building. Like I've had 3 other cheat sheets, by the way. Let's go, just comment, and I can send you the other 3 or whatever. I'm just kind of, I made these over the past 4 days, I guess, today and the last 3 days before that. And what's it called? I'm gonna have number 4 up today. This one's gonna be about email marketing. Okay, so I just want to make sure I have sound real quick. I've done it where I haven't had any sound when I came in, so I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that that's not the case right now. So let's double check. All right. So. All right, guys. So when it comes to email marketing, the past ones I've had in the first cheat sheet I've had niche selection, selecting a niche. The second one I had was what's it called? Squeeze page. The third one I had was about product creation, and this one's going to be all about email marketing. Okay. So first things first is this is probably the most important thing. All right, is actually what you need to do with email marketing is you need to build a relationship with people. Okay. So you need to build relationships because what's it called? This is where you're going to start making your money. You need people to know, like, and trust you. So the way you're going to be doing that is by, look, you can pitch people right away and probably make some sales, but like the problem is that I know from personal experience is that you might experience what's called churn and burn. Now, churn and burn might be like that you're adding people to your list, but they're pretty much maybe you're pitching them way too often, or you're pitching them too fast, or maybe too many offers or something, and you're going to experience that a lot of people are going to stop opening your emails, or stop clicking your stuff, or stop buying from you in general, even if they do click on your stuff. What's it called? So what I would recommend is get people to know, like, and trust you first. You can do this by sending out good information, kind of like what I'm doing here. I kind of like what Frank Kern says, is like, he says that the amount of money you make is equal to, or I forget the exact wording, but he talks about how it's relative to the amount of goodwill you have in the marketplace, and the amount of offers you have out there too, right? So you should be pitching stuff, but you should mostly be trying to help people, and it's a lot easier for people that like you to actually go ahead and purchase sometime, right? Maybe it won't purchase right now, but think about the long game, right? Maybe you're putting out constant, really good information, and people are just like, I really like what that guy's putting out there, right? He's put out like 30 videos in the past, whatever days. That's what I'm trying to do myself, and they've all been really, really helpful. So they'll probably be more likely to buy from you. So same thing goes with your email marketing, is send out really, really good information that's actually going to help people, and that way people are going to actually click on your stuff and buy your offers when you do have something to sell. So send out good information, good advice, and help them get them to know, like, and trust you. That's the main thing, okay, guys? So that's going to be building up a relationship. All right, so the next thing I have for y'all is the number 2. I'm trying to my little titles here. Is autoresponder, all right? So I use a couple. I use a company called Global NPN. They have one called MM Pro, and then I also use GetResponse. What's it called? I like it over Aweber because Aweber is kind of funky to me. They're both okay. They're both okay. The important thing is to just get started with one of them and get to know them well and see if they work out good for you. All right. So an autoresponder, there's a ton of them out there. Honestly, guys. I mean, Aweber, GetResponse are the most popular ones. I like the Global NPN one. I mean, there's just so many, guys. Just go out there and just kind of test them out. So what an autoresponder does, guys, if you don't know, it allows you to create a series of follow-ups for people that opt into your emailing list, okay? So that's really cool because then you have stuff working automated, right? You create a little page where people can opt in and get more information from you, and then that little page can have you sending emails to them over a certain time frame, right? If you need to see if you don't have an autoresponder right now and you want to see a couple of comparison pages, just check out my cheat sheet. Once again, comment cheat sheet to get it. You can just let's see if I can go with comment cheat sheet to get my cheat sheet, and I'll send it over to you, or my bot will when I eventually set it up. And then you can get it. You can see the comparison page I have on the cheat sheet. Okay, so let's move. That was incredibly loud. Let's move on to the next thing, which is going to be sequence. All right, so this is an important part of things, guys, where a lot of people get things wrong. Is like they never set up a sequence. They just set up like maybe 1 or 2 autoresponder emails, and then they are like a welcome email and then another email, and then they're just done. I know this because I've done this myself, and that's kind of a screw up. I'm going to tell you that right now, guys. You should be. Oh, I think I just accidentally clicked on it. Anyways, so the thing is, I want to give you a couple of sequences that you can use for yourself, and this is just an example, guys. You can use whatever you want, and if you do nothing else, at least get started with this, right? So here's like an example of 7 emails that you could send over. Okay, so number 1 would be you send a visitor to an opt-in and they receive their gift. You can provide a welcome email. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You can just let people know about you and your services and what benefits you have to them, right? Maybe you can tell them like how often they can expect to hear from you. Maybe you can tell them, hey, you whitelist my email. I've done that before. There's videos on like a blog, some kind of blog page that shows people how to whitelist an email and actually knowing what the heck whitelisting is. That means that basically you're telling them that the stuff that they get from you should never go to spam. All right, it's an important email. Okay, so you can also do this stuff, or I think what also helps, and I don't quote me on this, but I think it does help, is you can get them to respond to you, and that's going to increase the likelihood that they're going to be receiving emails from you in the future without it going to spam. All right, so that would be email number 1. Number 2 would be like maybe like a day later. You can just send over valuable information, whatever they signed up for. Send up something very valuable, right? You want to really wow them, okay? Give them something really good, right? And then maybe the third email can be like 1 to 3 days later. Just kind of pick whatever you're comfortable with. You can tell them a bit about yourself. You don't even sell anything, or maybe you just have like a link to your website, all right? Or maybe in your signature you have a link to. You're like, hey, by the way, this is what I truly wholeheartedly believe in that can help you make money, help you make a passive income, right? Or something like, or whatever niche, whatever industry you're in, right? This is something that helped me with blank, whatever niche or whatever. And so that's something you could have in your PS, or maybe like in your stamp, your name stamp or whatever. All right. So that's just a couple things, right? So you can just have something about yourself in that email. Okay. So maybe in, email number 4, which could be 1 to 3 days later, could be a free bonus. What you could do, and I've done this before, is just make people email you or reply to your email in order to get it, or maybe they have to click on something to actually go get it, or maybe they have to opt in to go get it, and maybe that way you can kind of track like, okay, this person signed up for the free offer, but then they signed up for the free bonus. So that's somebody that's taking a micro commitment to doing more stuff with you, right? So maybe that's a more important subscriber, and you can segment that person off. You can be like, they opted into my list, and they also opted in to get my bonus, right? So they're starting to like you, right? You're already building up goodwill with them. All right. So then after that, what you can do is like maybe one day later, after you give them a cool, 1 to 3 days later, you can send over a promotional offer, something that is very relevant to what they have going on. You can go over to ClickBank, Warrior Plus, Pay Kickstart. Let me see who's in here. Hey, what's going on, Gary? How you doing, brother? It's my buddy Gary Baker. Go follow him, guys. Really cool dude. 30minutemarketing.net. I think that's his website. You can feel free to put it in there if you want, Gary. Really, really cool guy. He knows what he's doing, guys. Gary just kind of took the world by storm when he started his internet marketing stuff. Just really started just going to town with implementation, right? So, anyways, but yeah, guys. So basically, like I was saying with the sequences, let me see where I was at. Sorry. I said you can do a promotional offer on the 5th email. Like I said, that could be 1 to 3 days later after the first one or the last one you received. And then you can make it an affiliate offer. It doesn't have to be your own. Maybe it is your own, right? Maybe you write your own little ebook. That's even better, guys. If you do that, I don't expect a lot of people to do that. You can actually go pick something. I would recommend starting off with Warrior Plus. It's really easy with Warrior Plus to get started. ClickBank's okay too, but Warrior Plus just seems like a very, very simple buying process. I made hundreds, almost 1,000 sales on Warrior Plus. I'm not the biggest affiliate in the world, but I made nearly 1,000 on there, and they're just really easy to sell on Facebook, whatever. And Facebook doesn't block the links either. So if you end up just, promoting on by email and then also on Facebook, they don't currently block affiliate links, just let you know. All right. But you should still, okay, so there's my buddy, guys. Go check out Gary's website. All right, really cool guy, and I'm sure he's got other stuff related to email marketing on his site too. I know he does, right? So, what's it called? Excuse me. So, as I was saying, you can do a promotional offer, guys. Just go pick something, right? Pick something that's ethical. Try to get review access to it. If not, buy it. It could be something that's an evergreen offer already out there. You're more likely to get approved for one of those because they've been around, and the vendor's not so worried about the launch numbers. If you're approaching somebody that's just launched something, they might not approve you if you're a new affiliate. because they don't want you screwing up their numbers. They don't know what kind of traffic you're going to be sending. So just be as honest as you can when going to promote somebody, because I imagine most of you will just go choose an affiliate offer to promote. Just be honest. Say, hey, I'm pretty new to this stuff. I'm building up a little email list. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's how I'm going to promote this thing. Here's this follow-up sequence. Just make them trust you. And trust me, that stuff works. I still do it to this day, because that just, makes sure that I get, I usually get approved, right? And then once you get some sales under your belt, then it's going to be automatic with some vendors. Okay. All right. So the next thing I have for you is email number 6 could be like 1 to 3 days later. You can do some industry insight. You can do a promotional offer. So you can kind of do like some goodwill and then promote in the same email, right? In fact, you can pretty much do that in any email. I'll just give you an example of what you can do. These are this is a sequence that you can take to the bank, right? Okay, so that's something you can do. You can be like, hey, it costs this much to get a franchise, this and that. And maybe the offer you have is like, hey, you only pay one time, or you only pay this low monthly fee. And basically you have like your own little franchise that you're be selling, right? I heard somebody pitch something like that, and I was like, that kind of resonated with me, because like some people pay millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars to own a franchise store, and then they don't really have any money to do it. There's so much overhead and so much of a headache, and really you could start a business online as kind of like a franchise with certain companies, right? So anyways, if that makes sense to you, that's cool. If it doesn't, that's all right too. But so that would be like email number 6. The last thing would be email number 7. It could be 1 to 3 to 7 days later, whatever you think is right? You can start kind of setting the pace for how often you're going to be emailing these people. So for there on, you can do like maybe once a week, or maybe like 3 times a week, maybe, just kind of whatever you're comfortable with, right? You can do once a day if you're comfortable with that, or if your audience is comfortable with that, right? Maybe you could even set it up to where you could have some people ask some people, be like, hey, how often would you like to be emailed by me, or whatever? And then you could kind of segment out people that want to be emailed less compared to people that are okay with emailing every day or every other day or whatever it is, right? So from there on, you just keep providing valuable information, and eventually you can start just following up with promotional offers, because you're already building up goodwill with people. All right. If you do nothing else, guys, in every email, just try to do some kind of value, and then have a pitch at the end. That's it. I'm going to have a pitch at the end because it's very relevant to email marketing, to list building, and making sales, right? So, and you'll see that in a little bit, but let's go ahead and do the value part first, right? So, okay, so sequence continued. Let's see what I have here. Oh, I already did that. Sorry about that. I forgot to put it up there. My bad. So I do have some email templates in my cheat sheet that you can check out. If I could, okay, there it is. I'm going to have them in the cheat sheet. You really need to make your personality come out in emails. And as you get better at this stuff, you're going to notice that you're going to be writing this stuff a little bit. It's going to flow a little bit more naturally from you. But if you need some templates to start off with, I got 10 in the cheat sheet that you can check out. And you can model them for your own emails or whatever, or just use them as a framework and insert your own little whatever, your voice here and there. Okay, so you can do that. Just look at the cheat sheet. Okay, the last thing I have for you guys is broadcast emails, also known as newsletters. So these are like one-off emails, so they can be like seasonal stuff, like stuff that's happening right now, right? So this wouldn't necessarily be a sequence, right? This would be something like that's happening right now. So let's say it's Halloween, that's Christmas, or Valentine's Day was just the other day, or maybe you have a sale that's going on. Software just came out, and you're like, hey, this is there's a limited time sale going on. This is the cool software I've come across when it comes to blank. Or hey, this is a great diet plan that I found out about, and it's on sale right now. Blah blah blah. Right. So whatever, guys, whatever it is, right? You can create a little scarcity with some of these newsletters, or just send out another. There's nothing wrong with send out a value plus pitch email. All right, you can do that in any email pretty much. Okay, guys. So with that being said, guys, I hope you've gotten something out of this series of 4 videos and 4 cheat sheets that I put out there. Just to get this cheat sheet, this particular one, guys, just comment cheat sheet. Pretty simple. I'll send it over to you personally, and then once I get the bot set up, my little chat bot set up, you should be able to comment cheat sheet, and it will send it to you automatically, which is pretty cool. And you'll get like a couple little messages from me, and you'll be able to get all the. I'm gonna set it up to where you can get all 4 of my cheat sheets if this is your first time coming across me and these videos, and you just want to get them all, right, instead of just commenting on all the things, right? So very, very, very happy to do this. This was really, really fun, and I'm gonna be sending some more people here. I'm sending this stuff out to my email list, guys. This is a value thing that I'm sending to my email list. You can do this too, something like this. Just copy what I'm doing. You can't go wrong with making good, helpful videos, good, helpful content for people that don't really know that much about you, right? But they're getting to know you, and videos are pretty good for that. And okay, so Gary's commenting cheat sheet. All right, man. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say, Gary. What's it called? But yeah, definitely. What's it called? Stick with creating good value and then pitching. Always having some kind of pitch for people, because you should be selling stuff. You should always be selling stuff, and you can do it in a non-spammy way, right? In fact, it'll seem like it's really, a lot of times if you do it like this, it'll seem like it's really not salesy at all, right? It's really not salesy. You're just kind of like closing the thing. I don't even know what you would call it, right? You're just kind of it's kind of some closure, right? Like, hey, everything, like when you go on a webinar, it's going to be a pitch, right? My videos, there's going to be a pitch, but you're going to get the value stuff first, okay? So with that being said, guys, I do have one thing that I do recommend to y'all if you're trying to do this list building stuff and you're trying to make affiliate sales. I do recommend, one way I got started was with some done for you emails, right? They're actually done for you promotions, and you can see which ones to go promote. You can see which ones to use, so you can use them as framework. Inject your own personality into, like I was telling you, you can use it as template. It's like 80 templates or something like that. Something 80 or 100, I forget how many it is, but there's a ton of stuff that you can promote, and then there's a bunch of, I don't know why I keep doing this, but what's it called? There's a ton of stuff you can promote. What's it called? A lot of them are evergreen offers, and that way you can get started with a bang. And this could be that affiliate offer that I told you about. And what's really cool is that if you mention the vendor, when you go get approval, you're more likely to get approved because he's kind of like an established person, right? And you can say, hey, I'm implementing this dude's strategy, right? And these emails, they really help me out. You can use them on emails. You can use it for videos. You can use it. It's content you can use for social media. I started off with social media, then worked my way to email. Maybe you could do the same, or you can do both, right? I honestly, at one point, was writing emails, and I've done this before too. I just write the email and send it to my email list, and then I write the same thing on Facebook, and I treat Facebook as my email list too. So I wouldn't put all my, what is it? I wouldn't keep all my eggs in, I can't even say it right? Oh man, I totally had a brain fart there, but what's it called? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. There you go. I should know this stuff. But yeah, you could totally do this stuff, guys. You could totally, use these promotions for whatever you got going on. And that's enough for me pitching that, guys. If that suits you, go for it. If it doesn't, no big deal. Keep watching my videos. I have other really cool stuff. And don't forget to comment cheat sheet for the good stuff, okay? All right, thank you for watching, guys. I'll have some more videos coming out, and yeah, we'll see what they're about. Maybe I think I'm going to start doing some chatbot stuff or something. I'm not really sure. But thank you so much for watching, and thanks, Gary, for joining. Yeah, so Gary's corrected me because that'll happen too, guys. Like, if you start doing videos, you'll totally screw up live like I just did. Don't keep all your eggs in one basket. There you go. Dang, man, I don't know why I couldn't think of that. That's like one of the most southern sayings I know, man. So anyways, guys, I'm really leaving this time, and I hope you have an awesome night, afternoon, day, whatever it is, wherever you are. Thank you so much. Cheers.